So my presentation is on interview tips. These are extremely important when going out into the job field and you're trying to get a new career. It's normal to have interview anxiety going into an interview. The best way to avoid this and to reduce your stress is to be prepared for the interview. You can do research on the company and make sure that you're dressed and have everything you need. Practice makes perfect. This is said for everything, but you can practice in front of the mirror, practice questions for an interview. You can also see what you look like as well as your body language. Next is make sure you read the job description. It is extremely important and it is a question that they may ask you about and you don't want to get it wrong. Also, you want to know what you're going into the interview for. This is just a quick checklist I made. It's things that you should bring with you to the interview that people might just forget. One is a clean copy of your resume, pen and paper, and questions for your employer. Dressing for success is extremely important. You want to look professional. This is your first impression on them, so dress for the job that you want. Be on time. This seems like common sense, but show up early. And if you are going to be late, at least call. You can even do a practice route so that you know how long it is going to take you to get there. About 5 to 10 minutes early is ideal. Do not bring your phone, or if you must bring your phone, at least turn it off. Do not just silence it. The handshake is extremely important. It is your first impression with them. You want to make sure your hand's not sweaty, obviously, and they said the best handshake is an average of 4 shakes. You want to be confident, but there is a difference between confidence and cockiness. Body language is extremely important. You might not even realize what you're doing in an interview, but it's really good to have good posture, make eye contact with the interviewer without being creepy, lean forward, seem engaged, and smile. Listening is extremely important. What your interviewer is saying is just as important as what you have to say. So don't think about what you're going to say next. Just pay attention to your interviewer. You want to be honest and upfront about both your strengths and weaknesses. Everyone has them, and that's okay. Ask questions. This is really important. It makes the interview a conversation, and it makes you seem like you're interested in the company. This is interview do not. You do not want to ask about salary or compensation. It just makes you seem like you're in it for the money and not the job itself. Lastly, interviewers are going to check your social media sites, especially with students our age. It's really common to have multiple social media platforms, and you want to make them reflect you in a positive way if you do have them. So what's next? You can always check up with your interviewer and ask them at the end of the interview when you'll be hearing from them. If they say 7 days and it's been 9 days, it is okay to call, but do not be pushy. Write it down. This means to write any questions or concerns you have about the interview or anything that you found interesting directly after it. This will be later used for your thank you note. So for the thank you note, you want to just include something personal, thanking them for their time, and including either a question, something you found interesting. This can set you apart from other people that are interviewing for the same position that just might not send a thank you note. And finally, you're hired. This is a time where you would assess the offer, but you want to make sure that you're timely in your response, giving them respect as well.